Welcome to today's video on my journey from 100 days startup to profitability in 100 days or hopefully less. Today I'm going to talk to you about battle cards, which are specific for sales. So previously in another video I talked about empathy maps. This is using some of those components but taking it a step further and putting it into something that you can use for sales calls. So let me just walk you through this whole process. So ICP, Ideal Customer Profile, so you segment this. So prior to the call, you want to start to do some qualification where possible, identify pain, match your value proposition, review your competitors, and then on the call, you look at entry points, objections, and calls to action. So how does that look like in a template? So let's assume this is a marketing director and it's for a particular type of software. So qualifying, ensure the person is not a manager, check the team size, and do they have annual recurring revenue over 15 million? Quite lofty goals. Identify pain. What challenges or pains do they list on their LinkedIn profile? What do they mention? Pipeline generation, tracking, leads. You want to match the value proposition, full funnel visibility and tracking. So this is what their value proposition is. And they've obviously reviewed this against some competitors, HubSpot and Google Analytics, and identified strengths and weaknesses. Then when you're on the sales call, you have an entry point. So you start asking them about specific pain points, get them talking. So this is, where are your holes in your funnel, what part of the funnel are a black box, etc., etc. Objections. You want to list as many as possible. They've got 3 here, but I suggest you go deeper. You want to try and list as many objections as possible so that when they come up, you don't feel surprised, you don't feel angry, and you have potentially an immediate answer for that objection. And then finally, a call to action at the end of that. Are they looking to schedule a second call for a live personalized demo? This is theirs. And then asking for them to send 2 of their biggest pain points in an email. So let's continue this and go a little bit deeper. I always like to go a little bit deeper where possible. So the next one, this is one for intelligent resources. So pre-call, qualify them, key decision maker, have a budget for staffing, thinking of hiring. Pain points, we've touched on this. These are hours that we find our prospects are going to be struggling with. Value proposition, average saving, ROI, and then we've reviewed some competitors as well. So entry point, again, we want to understand what's keeping our customer awake at night. What are their main pain points? I really like this one if you could wave a magic wand. So it gets people kind of thinking blue sky thinking rather than getting stuck in the weeds to the start with. Another key thing for us is, what are their goals the next 6-12 months? Is this even the right fit for them? So you start to ask those questions. As I said, lots of objections. You want quite a few there. And then call to action. Okay, again, this is reasonably straightforward. It shouldn't take you too long, especially if you've done the empathy maps. You should start to understand what the ideal client you're going to chase in your business. But I want to take this a step further. So let's go on to an elevator pitch creation, which can feed off the back of that. So first off, you look at your target market attributes, the problems they have, what's the solutions that you're providing, what are the advantages and benefits of that, and then we transition over reasons to believe you, the difference, what makes you different to everybody else. If we go back up one, I talk about red ocean here. So if you look and sound like everybody else, you're in what's called a blue ocean. Red ocean, whereas a blue ocean is that you have a unique point of difference. You've got something that's different to other people. Whether the market values that or not is another conversation. But right now, the last thing you want to do is to create a new business and you look, sound, and to all intents and purposes, feel exactly like somebody else, only not as well known, not as trusted. And then what's the relevance? So you're looking for 1 or 2 relevant points. And then from that, you can craft a really elegant elevator pitch. We all know the idea of the elevator pitch. It's where movie moguls used to actually, in an elevator, you had a very short amount of time to pitch the idea. And So although they sound robotic, often when you're out at networking events, if you get this and you can effortlessly deliver this, you should be able to really attract your ideal customer. So let's put all this into action and show you what it looks like. So target market attributes: small business owner, funded startup, medium business ready to hire. What are the problems they're having? High overheads, low margins, overstretched. Solution: hiring direct from the Philippines, run recruitment process for them, and we can also upskill those new hires. Advantages: high ROI, 7 times 10 on their investment. Offshore staff are often 81% cheaper, and a large pool of educated contractors. But here's where you start to get really kind of unique. So what's the difference? What makes you different from everybody else? So agencies at high markups. There's also a lack of training or investment in that staff. It's just a bum on a seat. And then what's the reasons to believe? Have you got some case studies, or early on in your business, is there something that you can guarantee them so that they can understand that they're actually going to believe that this is replicable for them? Because interesting enough, everybody thinks they're different. So when you try and offer them a solution or a service, they go, yeah, but you don't understand my market. We're different. We do things differently. We're unusual. So you need to have some kind of reasons for them to believe that what you can deliver on is going to give them a tangible benefit. And then finally, relevance. What's the relevance to that? So for us, hiring someone at that price creates a virtuous cycle of saving, and then also it's an incredible significant advantage. So put all together in an elevator pitch. Most SMEs struggle with high payroll costs and profit ratio. We solve this by teaching them how to resource direct from the Philippines, etc., etc. You get it there. So when we go back up to the template, and I'm happy to share this with you, it then just has all of these things. Most target market attributes, struggle with, problem. We solve this by our solution. Customers can, here's the advantage, reasons to believe, difference, and relevance. So when you tie all that together, you have a nice little elevator pitch which walks them through their struggles, pain points, your solution, advantages, and these core little interesting things that really tie that in a bow. So I hope you found this sales battle card interesting and useful, and I'll see you in the next video as I'm on my way to profitability. Thanks for watching.